just wanted to go over real quick on why it is that I decided to get into fitness, what changed in my life, and some of the things that I've done as a result of these changes in this transformation. So growing up as a kid, I was always really, really skinny. Like I couldn't gain weight. It was impossible. I would when I went in the Air Force and when I was 19, I weighed about a buck 55, right? And that was right at the lower end. They were warning me that I couldn't gain any more weight. I really couldn't gain or lose. That was just what I was. I was always too skinny, or at least I felt like I was always too skinny. So fast forward several years, I worked out a lot, tried my best to gain weight. I think the most that I ever got in that period of my life was about 165, 170. I was always right around, 11 to 13% body fat. So one day I was playing basketball with my brother and some friends, tweaked my knee really hard. That really crushed my ability to be working out, to really do anything. I'm in engineering school, so what I end up doing is just walking around school, drinking a lot of soda, eating a lot of bad food, but never exercising because my knee just wouldn't put up with it. I wasn't able to play basketball anymore, couldn't really play volleyball, couldn't really do anything, soccer, any of the sports that I really, really love to do. So, I graduated college, go off, get a job, tried playing some softball, and I was able to do softball, but softball's not exactly a sport that when you've got a job, you're gonna like really get in shape over. I was working out at the gym a bit, just taking it easy, not really working my legs real hard because of the knee. Um, got married, started having kids, 3 kids. Fast forward all these years later, 20 plus years later, and now here I am, or here I was, tipping the scales at 220. Right, so that's a 70-pound switch from where I was to where I ended up. And I was really unhappy. I saw myself in the mirror a few times and I thought, it's not that bad. But then when I'd go outside and go to play with my kids, try to play a little soccer, 6-year-old level, I just got winded. I was always exhausted. It just wasn't working for me. And a buddy of mine about that time started talking to me and telling, he was getting into shape, and I noticed the changes that he was going through, how he had been similar to me, real similar body styles even, and lost a lot of weight. And we started talking, and I resolved that I was going to get back into shape. I had tried Insanity before, done really good. My wife bought it off an infomercial, and when she did the first day of Insanity, she decided, well, my goodness, this is like too much for me. I am not one to throw money away, so I went upstairs and I did it, and I thought, wow, this is really hard. I'm going to do it again, though, because I've spent the money. And because I spent the money, I want to get my money's worth. So every day for a month, actually not every day for a month, I did a workout. I modified it for me because I wasn't able to do every day for a month. It was really intense on my legs. And, I was trying the best that I could, but I decided that I needed to take a break in between every day. So that's what I did. Every other day I would go upstairs and I would work out on Insanity. And over the course of a month, I lost 20 pounds. I went from about 218 at that time, came down to under 200, about 198. My sister saw me. I went out and visited her one day. Said, wow, Aaron, you look really good. Asked me what I was doing. I told her. The problem is that right after that trip that I took, I went to the beach for a week. And I had every intention of, we always have every intention of going on vacation and continuing with our workout, but I didn't. And when I got back, I didn't get back into it. And so, 3 years go by, and I've upped my eating to compensate for all the work I was doing with Insanity. Up my eating, when I stopped working out, I didn't scale back my eating. Not only that, but I wasn't really eating the right things, and I'll talk about that in a different video blog. So all that weight that I lost, those 20 pounds, boom, they came right back, and even a few more. So back in November time frame-ish, I was weighing about 220, 225, and my wife was having some health issues and said, Aaron, we need to change our diet. We decided to change our diet and go with a paleo style diet. I've modified it for me again because I'm just not going to go all paleo. I just don't want to. but modified it for me. I cut out starches. I cut out grains, most grains. I'll still do some wild rice or quinoa or things like that. But really started paying attention to what I was eating. Taking in good fruits and vegetables and cutting out a lot of the stuff that I really didn't need. Got rid of all soda, got rid of caffeine, things that just aren't good for my health. And, honestly, between us, I don't think caffeine or soda or sugar drinks are good for your health either. I'm just going to throw that out there. If you're doing them and you don't want to quit, that's, you do what's right for you. But for me, that's what I believe. So gave up a lot of that stuff. I had a protein shake, and I was doing the protein shake because my buddy was talking about Shakeology and how much it was helping him, and how he and his wife had been suffering with some thyroid issues, and it got to the point where I was kind of tired of hearing about it. So I was trying my own protein shake, and I was doing my protein shake in the morning, mixing it with some fruit, put it in the blender. I'd drink it. A couple hours later, I'd start getting what I call the sugar shakes. Your hand is kind of shaking. Some people blame it on caffeine. For me, it's a low blood sugar. So, when I ran out of my protein shake, again, I don't like to throw money away. When I ran out of my protein shake, I contacted my buddy and I said, okay, I'm ready to try Shakeology. And I got it. And so just on the diet alone, I had lost about 12 pounds. But I hit a plateau. So I asked for the Shakeology, got the Shakeology, got rid of all of my urges to snack. No longer had those sugar shakes. I haven't had the sugar shakes since I started on Shakeology. And I love it. I used to get really bad headaches. Don't get those anymore. Again, I'm regulating my blood sugar. I'm taking my health into my control. So by doing these things, I feel a lot better. I've got more energy. I've got, my mind is sharper now. I can go longer. I can get by on less sleep even. So I'm feeling great. I lost another several pounds doing that, plateaued, and then really started hitting the workouts hard. I'm doing a couple of things right now. I'm doing Focus T25 because that works for us. That's, it's comfortable. 30 minutes is about the max that I can devote to exercise at any one given time. Unless I go out and I'm running, which I am doing a little bit, like in the evening, in the afternoon, I'll try to get in some training for a 5K that I'm practicing for. So, the Focus T25, 30 minutes, I can get up at 6, I can get my workout in, get it done, and start getting my kids up and ready for school. They've got to catch the bus. We leave the house at 7:15. So if I finish up at 6:30, then I can get them up and we're not rushing. Whereas when I was getting them up at 6:45, still had to get their breakfast, still had to get lunches ready, it just wasn't working. So fast forward from about November 11th-ish to today, and today is the 20th of February, 14. I've lost 33 pounds. It's a combination of diet, with exercise, with Shakeology. These are the things that I really believe in. My kids asked me the other day, Dad, what are you going to do when you lose all the weight that you want to lose? And I've only got about 10 pounds to go. I said, guys, once I lose that, then I stay with Shakeology because I believe in it. It's good for me. It helps me to fight off the urges, the cravings. It helps me to regulate my blood sugar. I've got the paleo-ish diet that I'm going to stay with because, again, it helps me regulate my blood sugar. I'll up my carb intake a little bit, but I'm not going to be looking for a carb-dense nutrition plan that loads me up with carbs and leaves me with the sugar shakes later on. I just, I've lived that life and I don't want to go back to it. So, that's sort of my transformation. Now I get compliments from people that I see, from friends. They'll tell me, hey, Aaron, you look younger. What are you doing? Aaron, you look like you've lost a lot of weight. What are you doing? And I'll tell them because it's something, again, that I really, really believe in. If you are out there and you're looking for a way to change your life, to take control of your health, this is something that you should really seriously consider. And contact me. I'm at engineeringyourfitness.com. I'm going to be putting up a lot of thoughts, ideas, reposting a lot of articles on health, on fitness. A lot of those are going to be centered around controlling your blood sugar, increasing your activity level, but taking control of your health, helping you to live a better life by taking control, by reaching out and doing something and living and being the person that you really know that you can be. I believe you can be that person. I'm sure if you don't believe that you can be that person, trust my judgment. We will work and we will make you become that person. So thanks. Tune in for some more ideas. We'll be doing some ideas on leadership, on health, on fitness, lots of different things. Thanks for your time.